Hello, hello again. Let's start doing the engineering relationships with the construction and with each other. So how do you think it would work together? Usually the structure and architecture work together, but the architecture usually finishes after. So we could do different items here. But first let's relate the engineering works with the construction, then do whatever we want to do. So here we do the approval, but the first thing, the excavation works should have each and everything activity ready. By the way, you can also compress this because for the excavation works you might be doing the structural works, while for the steel beams and the approved works for the excavation, so it might decrease a little bit. So you can always do this, and it doesn't work the same because of the same duration exactly. And if you really put all the drawings, the drawing for excavation, a drawing for concrete, for footings, for columns, then you can link it better and write. But for now, let's run and see how it will look like. So you see these have float, and this one is a critical to finalize the drawings as well. So now the schedule becomes more clear, and you have built the construction and the engineering programs. You can repeat as much as you can for such sequences, for excavation, for block work, for final finishes, but this is general, that format you're going to use for preparing the engineering schedule only if you're going to do several breakdowns as well. So now you have the engineering and construction. So what do you think is remaining? In any construction project, usually, according to your scope of work for sure, but if you're a main contractor which has EBC, took a project which is EBC project, which is engineering, procurement and construction, this means one more WBS need to be added here. But for this project, there is no much material to bring. There is no much big items to bring. No long lead items. Not that much. There's few items that most probably are not long lead, that you can presage it within the time, and you have a lot of time to do the engineering and everything. So for the sake of this project as well, and we assume like it's bigger, we are going to add the procurement. But first, just we'll have a look, and then the next lecture you are going to see what you need to do. This is an example of an MEP delivery log for an old project which is working fine for each and everyone. So usually you would have the material description. This is for MEP alone, and you would have then manufacturer supplier name, material approval status, the PO number, status signed or under process, or what's going on, the contract amount, and what does this contract amount represent to the whole contract. You need to know when you install this equipment how much it would represent, and for sure the delivery time per weeks for each and every item. But there's not all of these items for sure, and this is also categorized by month of delivery, but there's not much of these items for sure in the room that we are building its schedule now, but this is for your information. So let's scroll back to our schedule, and we should add a new WBS for procurement, and this WBS would have also several branches or several work packages or several breakdown for the WBS, which you're going to see it in the next lecture.